Well, hello, and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tuesday. This is Dr. Tuesday Tate, your host. Thank you for joining me for Tuesdays with Tuesday Relationships Rule as we continue to talk about his needs, her needs. And what does all that mean? Well, we did talk on our last video about her primary need being affection and what that looks like, and you guys solidifying that in your relationship. The second need of a woman is conversation. Now, someone did a study several years ago and found out that women use about 25,000 words a day and men only use about 7 or 8,000. Now, I'm curious, who does these tests? Like, who sat down and followed women around to see how many words they use versus men? I mean, they got that type of time and they were funded to do it. Go for it. I got some tests I need for you, studies I need for you to do for me. Amen. So it's not just about talking. It's about conversation. She doesn't want to just hear her voice. She needs to hear your voice, man. You want to move her in all the ways of intimacy. Back to what I said about affection. Conversation does the same thing as the touch. Yes, it does. Niagara Falls. Okay? Conversation, her hearing your voice, the vibration of your voice going through her body. She needs to hear your voice, not screaming, not hollering. We're talking about conversation, not because you're angry, not because you're just trying to get some. And you're saying all the wonderful things or showing all the great affection just so that can end up in the bedroom. No, conversation, because you want to hear her ideas. And you want to have her input. And she wants to hear your wisdom. She wants to hear the vision for this marriage and for this family and where you're going. Conversation over popcorn where you ain't really talking about nothing. Conversation, just walking down the street. Oh, look, admiring this, admiring that. Conversation, conversing, two, coming together to converse, to join ideas, to share ideas. Women need that. Now, I have been guilty of people saying to me, well, actually, I used to say it. I don't know how to do small talk. I've learned how to do small talk, but even in corporate America, I really didn't know how to do small talk. I was a very purposeful communicator. If we're here to talk, we need to handle the business, talk about what we need to talk about, and move on. Next. Well, I found that I had that same approach in relationships. I really didn't want to just talk just to talk. And so I've had to learn conversation is one of my primary needs. I told you I need touch and conversation. That's not only my primary need, it's a part of my love languages, how I give and how I receive. And so I had to readjust how I handled things in relationships, in romantic relationships, in conversating with men. I think I've become a much better listener, but I've ran into men who like to talk more than me, which is really strange for a man to like to talk more than a woman. But that's okay. That's fine. Just allow me to get a word in edgewise, as my daddy used to say, so we can have dialogue, so we can converse, so we can have conversation, so I can learn you and you can learn me. That's what the whole purpose of conversating is about, so that she can learn you, so that you can learn her, so that you do hear what her needs are and she can hear what your needs are. And then you guys figure out coming together what that looks like. Conversation in the bed and as a married couple, just conversating. How that ends is up to y'all. But just conversating in the morning, conversating over coffee, conversating driving down the street, holding each other's hand. Oh my God, the solidifying, the layer upon layer that you bring your relationship into in a healthier, happy, whole, good place. So, the primary second need of a woman is conversation. So men, how are you doing at that? I know you're saying, man, I don't want to talk about that. She's not looking for you to fix it. She's looking for you to listen. You don't have to fix it. Just listen. Just be a listening ear. She really would rather you be able to communicate certain things to you than to have to go and talk to her friend. And I know some of that you like, please go talk to your friend because that's just too much detail. That's too much information. And it's past the, I hear you. Yeah. It's really getting engaged in what her concerns are. She needs that because that tells us that you care and that you love us and we're important to you when you hear us and we have dialogue and communication. So don't just hear with your ears. Don't just hear with your ears to just listen, but hear so that you hear the heart of what she's saying so that you can meet her needs. And I'm telling you, when you get busy meeting your woman's needs, you pretty much get anything from her that you desire. So, his needs, her needs, talking about the needs of a woman. And we will be back to finish up the needs of the woman in your life. The next one is honesty. Oh my God, can you just please tell the truth? I'll see you on the next one.